I welcome you all to Success Strategies TV. Today's topic is 12-hour study with me. Background noise, 10 minutes break, no music, study tips for you. Okay, let me repeat it. A 12-hour study with me. Background noise, 10 minutes break, no music, study tips, okay, for you. Okay, this is another interesting topic. Once again, my name is Muiwa Adedayo. I am a lecturer. I am also an educational neuroscientist. Okay, I promise you, that today, at the end of this video, that you're going to really experience this everyday greatness, and success. I promise you that please you just listen to the end, of this video, and I have a bonus for you. We are in the fourth industrial revolution, and that this fourth industrial revolution has actually given us some positive technologies, has transformed or is still transforming our civilization, our economies, etc. But despite the positive aspect of the fourth industrial revolution, either we like it or not, it has its own kind of weaknesses, pros and cons, etc. And one of them has to do with the fact that today, the capacity to really engage in deep thinking, the capacity for concentration, has really declined. Little wonder that experts in the field have said that, look, either we like it or not, that our attention span has reduced. And all over the world, students are no longer doing what? They are no longer able to really maybe bury their heads in books, just because of devices, smartphones, a kind of dopamine inducing technologies, etc. And to be able to really study for 12 hours, the truth is this: it takes a kind of a student who is purpose driven to be able to study for 12 hours. And when we say 12 hour study with me, I'm not saying that you just sit down and really study for 12 hours. There are tips that I'm going to really share with us today that would help us to be able to really achieve goals of studying for 12 hours. Like, for example, in the topic, the 12-hour study with me, the background noise. Yes, let me just quickly address it. The background noise has to do with individuals. Like for me, I don't really switch on my radio set, or yes, in order for music to play at the background. Then secondly, I don't like reading, and I try to make sure that I control the background noise. And then for the next particle in the article, in the title, 12 study with me, 12 hour study with me. I've talked about the background noise, the 10 minutes break. Yes, the 10 minutes break has to do with the fact that if you decide to really put into practice the pomodoro method, especially the 45 minutes reading, there's nothing wrong if you decide to take 10 minutes break. Then this one, no music. Yes, I think this is what I do. I don't listen to music. I don't listen to any music when I'm reading, just because I strongly believe in a concept that I call fact formula. I'm going to really talk about that, and I've talked about fact formula in my other videos. So I'm going to really implore you to actually check the other videos itself. But what I'm going to really focus on today has to do with the Pomodoro method. There are different methods for acing exams. There are different techniques, different strategies, different tools that students can really emulate, or they can integrate into their learning lifestyle. In my sixth book that I just published recently, it's titled Top Secrets for Passing or for Acing All Exams in the World. This book I had took me years in writing, and it is a gift that I it is a gift to every student in the world. And in that book I actually talked about different techniques, different frameworks for learning. It depends on individuals. And some of the techniques that I actually talked about in the book has to do with spaced repetition, the Pomodoro method, active recall, a method of there's something called the memory palace, mnemonics, acronyms, okay, visualization, okay, the power of association, elaboration, okay, mind kind of metrics, okay, mind maps, okay, and so on and so forth. But what I'm going to really focus on today is the Pomodoro, okay, method. Okay, I've discovered that it is one of the methods that you can actually use if you want to really achieve the 12-hour study with me. Okay, you need the Pomodoro, okay, technique. Okay, research upon research, okay, has actually proven the fact that the Pomodoro technique is effective, and today it is part of the expert in the field and the curriculum, okay, designers, okay, they've made it, okay, known that the Pomodoro technique can be applied, okay, in the education sector. And what is the Pomodoro method? It is simply, okay, the word Pomodoro, okay, happens to be a popular tomato in Italy, and the Pomodoro method was invented by an Italian, okay, management thinker and expert. Okay, what he did was that he wanted to actually look at time and how we can maximize, okay, time in order just to do what, to improve productivity. So he came up with this idea, and presently it is extremely effective. So because of its effectiveness, okay, experts in global education had to really introduce it, okay, into the educational system. And the Pomodoro technique, okay, has to do, okay, with this models. There are two models, okay, that it depends on individuals. Okay, the first model has to do with the fact that whenever you want to study, you can start studying for like let's say 25 minutes. Okay, when you study for 25 minutes, then after that 25 minutes, please give yourself a break of just 5 minutes to relax. Okay, let me quickly give you a kind of a neuroscience, a kind of tip that is connected, okay, to the Pomodoro, okay, method. Reading, okay, and learning, it is not a kind of a trillion, okay, activity, either you like it or not, because it requires you to actually sit down and bury yourself, okay, in a book. I think it is a kind of a cortisol inducing, okay, activity. So whenever you study, whenever you study for like 25 minutes, please, the 5 minutes is actually meant for you to actually relax. Okay, when you relax, do something quickly that will release that tension. Okay, you can take kind of, if you have candy, okay, you can take it. Like if you look at this is sweet, okay, chocolate, okay, this is another chocolate. You can see them. Okay, I have them on my table. You can take them. Okay, as soon as you take them, okay, these are just dopamine, okay, releasing kind of agents. As soon as you take it, gradually, okay, you feel so thrilled. Okay, dopamine is referred to, okay, as a neurotransmitter of joy, of pleasure, okay, of happiness. So when you take that chocolate, okay, there's a way that, okay, your brain releases, okay, dopamine. And we must not forget that apart from the fact that dopamine, okay, is a neurotransmitter of desire, okay, of dreams, okay, of ambition, okay, of it is that neurotransmitter that pushes us to actually take, okay, action. It also plays a role in learning and memory. It helps, okay, in long-term memory, okay, consolidation. So then quickly, the other part has to do with, okay, studying for like 45 minutes. When you study for 45 minutes, then you take 10 minutes break. If you like, okay, you can listen to music, but don't do anything that is cognitively or intellectually demanding at that moment. Relax. Okay, you can take a walk, you can listen to a classical music like Mozart, for example, has been proven to really, okay, enhance attention and increase, okay, intelligence. You can listen to such music. Okay, and then after the 10 minutes, you can go back, okay, and start studying for another 45 minutes. Before you know it, okay, the concept neurons in your brain, we have about 100, okay, 86 to 100 billion neurons, okay, in our uh, in our nervous system, especially, okay, in the brain. Okay, this the largest amount of neurons are located, okay, in the brain. And in the brain we have something called the prefrontal cortex, the hippocampus. Okay, the prefrontal cortex also plays a role, okay, whenever we are putting into practice the Pomodoro, okay, method. Okay, then the hippocampus, like I said, it is that organ that is responsible for short-term memory. But what I just want to really emphasize, that I want to really expatiate this moment, is what is called, okay, the neurons. Okay, the neurons, okay, they are the source, okay, in our brains. But either we like it or not, we have different types of neurons. I've talked about it, okay, in my previous video. But let me quickly tell you about, the concept neurons and academic neuroplasticity. That as we practice the Pomodoro method, the concept neurons, these are neurons that are dedicated to learning. They are dedicated to declarative and semantic knowledge, knowledge of facts, knowledge of ideas, knowledge of mathematics, knowledge of vocabularies, of English language, etc. So these concept neurons are the ones responsible for the encoding, of those of the differential information that we have access to, whenever we are studying and whenever we are practicing the Pomodoro, method. And before we know it, these neurons will become they would do what they would change because of we're feeding them. They become neuroplastic. Neuroplasticity is a concept in neuroscience that has to do with the fact that whatever thing we commit to, whatever profound experience that we have access to, changes our nervous system. Just like the brain, for example, is transformed by education. Accident too can actually change our brain. That is what I call negative neuroplasticity. So when we commit to Pomodoro method, it leads toward to positive neuroplasticity. And because there are different neurocircuits in our brains, there are neurocircuits for language, neurocircuits for mathematics, neurocircuits for dancing, neurocircuits for football, for soccer, neurocircuits for walking. Whatever thing that we know how to do, there are neurocircuits that are dedicated to that activity. So in the education system too, concept neurons have the capacity of creating a very robust academic neuroplasticity for us. And as soon as our academic neurocircuits become so robust, that is the foundation of academic intelligence. We're going to become one of the best students, a topper, a first class brain in our school. Thank you so much for your time, and I shall see you in the next video.